But here I have this pack of 6 garden plant protectors. Let me go ahead and open these up and show you what they look like. This is everything that came inside the package. Besides user manual, we have 6 of these different plant cages right here. And then we also have plenty of zip ties and mini stakes, as well as large stakes, depending on your specific situation. I think that the large stakes would be perfect for holding these down if you're trying to keep them away from things like deer or larger animals. And the small stakes are going to be perfect if you're trying to keep them away from things like birds and squirrels. Just for size reference, one of these is 17 inches tall and 13 inches wide across here at the bottom. So they're really nice and large, which is honestly perfect for any type of plant that's starting out and just starting to get their flowers and their fruit or vegetables, which I feel like for myself is especially when the little critters are trying to get at your plants. You can kind of see up close here, these are made out of really nice and durable material. They're made out of high quality metal and PVC coating here, making them not easily deformable and reusable, which is great. The fact that you can easily stack these up and store them away in the winter time or when you're not using them is also a huge bonus. And you can see all of these little holes right here. Each of them is about 1.16 inches across. So while that is definitely going to keep a lot of critters and animals away, it's not going to stop your plant from receiving air and sunlight and things like that, like rain. Something else that I think is really cool about this design is that the top has this little handle right here. So if you wanted to either remove the top or lift this entire thing off the ground, it's really easy to do so. But it's actually attached by 3 little hooks. So once you unhook one of the hooks, the other ones are just gonna come off easily. So you can see this makes it really easy, not just to water your plant, but to fertilize it or trim it. Or if you have something like lettuce growing in here, you can harvest your lettuce and then just place your lid back on. I like that because of the size of these, you can actually put these over an entire pot of plant. If you have some raised flower beds or garden beds, you can definitely use this in that situation, or just an in-ground garden. I think for me personally, I can really see this being useful once you're starting to get the flowers or the little buds of like our squash, for example. I feel like the squirrels are always trying to get at those, so this would be so nice to have this on those starts. And the fact that this can just keep away animals and critters in general, like deer, chickens, birds, rabbits, gophers, squirrels, anything like that, it's just a huge win. I have a couple of plants in the garden bed. I'm gonna go ahead and put these over a couple of them just so you can kind of see what that looks like. Overall, I really like that there was no installation required. I just had to set this over these plants and then put the stakes in place and we were good to go. I like that I can store these away in the months that I'm not using them, and that you can use these for so many different purposes, for several different kinds of plants or flowers. And I like that I don't have to remove these in order to water or fertilize my plants.